Hello, and welcome to the Wondermongers.
Where we talk about the strange and freakish things in our slice of the world. I'm Christina.
And I'm Quincy. Let's wonder, monger. Hello, and welcome back.
Welcome back. Hello.
It's been a minute. Has it? Not really. Not for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what constitutes a minute.
It's been a couple weeks since we sat down in front of a microphone, so welcome back, Christina.
No, thank you.
Happy
Happy to be back, I guess.
You better be.
Yeah, I mean, fair. Otherwise, I might get clawed to death by your son because I'm not giving him what he wants.
Oh.
We'll have to get into that, later. We have other stuff to talk about first.
Speaking of other stuff to talk about, last week,
Yeah.
the question was, what would you not want to find buried in a college's archive?
Oh, I didn't think about it at all. Was that what you were doing right before we pushed record? Because that's
No.
not what I was doing at all.
No, but I'm thinking about it now.
Right this second, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, me too. It's probably your pet rock.
I feel like we should preface this by saying it's not made of rock.
Not at all. It's basically a squishmallow. Just
I made him.
homemade squishmallow.
Yeah.
But it's just rock.
His name is Rockefeller.
He looks just like a rock with, you said teddy bear eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Well,
have
then
the
there you go.
safety teddy bear eyes.
That's it. That's all he is. And he had a hat on for a second, and then I realized it wasn't a hat. This entire time, I thought it was a hat. Like a really silly looking hat, but still a hat.
It's a leather bag lined with rabbit fur. It is not a hat.
Not at all.
What I would not want to find in a college's archive, I'm gonna go with probably things that are supposed to be in a museum. Nothing specific, but something that would be really important to history.
Oh, that's something I would want to find.
No,
That
but
sounds fucking cool.
that sounds really cool. Or the Holy Grail. Just why is it down there?
I can't answer that
Why
for you.
does some college in Manhattan somewhere or just have the Holy Grail down there? Why
And also, how are you going to know that that's the Holy Grail and it's not just another cup?
That's true. Because it's going to be engraved with the Holy Grail.
Great.
I'm sorry. I've been going through it this week, Christina. My brain's not really 100% there when it comes to,
Brain thoughts?
brain thoughts. Men have been doing me so dirty this week.
Please explain.
Okay, so how many days ago was it? Tuesday, maybe? A couple days ago, I went down to the other base with Jake, and he was doing some work stuff, and I was going to go get a haircut, and we were going to do the little bit of shopping we needed to do before both of us go out of town.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation, Jake is going to work. And story of our lives. And so, we do our shopping or whatever, and then I go to the haircut place that I always go to and that I swear by and that I've sent people to. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, trust me. And there's this guy there that usually works there he's cut my hair. He's been great.
Yeah.
So I go, and I realize I don't know which man cuts my hair. I didn't get anybody's names, and I've only met him once.
Oh.
So, I didn't memorize what he looks like, and I didn't remember his name. I didn't grab his card, nothing.
Oh,
So I think it's the other man who cut my hair this last time.
Ew.
Because, all the ladies have done a fine job, and this one guy usually does a great job, but he brought me to a different station. So I was like, this, I think, is a different man.
Ah.
And I take my glasses off, and, I show him a picture. I show him, 3 pictures. And I'm like, I'm all kind of torn between, I want something that looks like this. And then he picks one himself out of the 3. And he's like, I really like this one. And I'm like, I'm with you. I really like it. That's why I showed it to you. Just cut my hair.
Right.
And it was going to be shorter because I needed a couple inches off anyway. And he was like, wow, this is going to be such a big change. It's going to be so short. And I was like, dude, I had short hair for a very long time. I have shaved my head before. I am not scared of it being short in the back, you know? Because it was supposed to be, similar, the feminine version of, 90s Leonardo DiCaprio, kind of.
That's a way to put it. I thought you were going for, Meg Ryan.
Yes.
That's the look.
Yes, I was
that you were
going for like City of Angels Meg Ryan is really what I was going for. And and like somehow I got the Meg Ryan vision across, but it turned into a really bad version of Top Gun 1986 Meg Ryan.
When I described this to my friend Molly last night, as I was describing it, she was like, "Oh no, they went full Ajima on her, didn't they?"
Yes.
The answer's yes.
I looked like a Korean grandma who has been alive since 1770. Like,
wow, that's
ancient.
Such a specific situation.
Ancient lady
painted here.
And he kept like, and I had taken my glasses off so he could cut my hair. And I was in that chair for like an hour. I was like, I know this dude doesn't want to mess it up, right? And he kept going, oh, this is such a good haircut. This is such a good haircut. He lied to me. And he kept going, look, it's so sharp. Look at this diamond shape. Look at this diamond shape. You're a diamond from the side and from the front and from the back. You're a diamond. And I was like, okay.
I don't remember saying diamond before I sat in this chair.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. Like, the first time he said it, I was like, oh, I think he's trying to tell me it looks good.
Yeah.
And then he kept saying it. And I was like, and then he kept making, like, the diamond shape with his fingers. And I was like, oh, God. And so I tell him I like it, and I walk around, like, I put on my glasses, and I hate it. But this man was, like, so confident, and I'm not good at being confrontational with strangers who truly tried their best.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be different if he was, like, mean to me about it, or, like, I don't know. Everybody in the salon was like, that's a good haircut, and I was like, okay, maybe I just need a little bit to get used to it, and I need to go home and wash it.
Yeah.
And style it. And I came home, and I washed it, and I styled it, and it was just so bad. Like, who's the mom from the Rugrats?
There were many.
The redhead. Who's got, like, the triangle hair.
I think that's Tommy Pickles' mom.
It was given that. It was given Miss Tommy Pickles' mom.
Or wait, do they show her? I don't know. I don't know whose mom that is.
But, you know, the redhead.
Yeah, whoever she is.
With the curls?
I think so, yeah.
It was given her.
Yikes.
And it was just so bad. And so I called Christina, almost in tears. I'm like, you need to come fix this. You don't cut hair.
No. I can cut my husband's hair sometimes. Like, I do not have a lot of experience with this. And what I do have experience in is a military haircut. That's it.
That's what I have experience in, too, is a military haircut. And if I wasn't going on vacation and meeting Hoodie Allen and having just nothing but pictures taken of me for the next month, I probably would have braved it and cut it myself. You know, and I just would have said, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Because there was still, like, no length in the back. And, like, a bunch of length on the sides. And, like, a medium amount of length on the top. Like, it made no sense.
Didn't somebody describe it as you basically just look like Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah. Oh, my friend Dan, it was either Daniel or Noah, they were like, you look like Napoleon Dynamite. And I was like, I only vaguely know who that is, and I think you're right. He has an afro.
Yes.
And then somebody told me I looked like Estelle Leonard. Is that her name?
I don't know.
Oh, God, I'll look really quick. I'm being so speedy fast.
I do have my favorite thing that, like, the favorite...
Estelle Harris is her name.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite
Canadian
way
Karen.
that it was described, your hair, was actually by you. You said, I can't look like Toad when I go meet Hoodie Allen.
I can't look like Toadette.
Toadette, that's what you said.
Toadette minus the little pigtails. And so we were like, okay, we're gonna cut this into a mullet. Did not work.
No.
There's not enough length in the back. I've had a mullet before. I was like, I can do this. And I'm so sorry, Mom. plug your ears if you ever listen to this podcast. We just gave me an undercut again. And now I have the haircut that I had when I was 18, the same haircut I had when I met Jake. Mm-hmm. And I think he's going through something.
Oh.
With it. Because he's just, like, he looks at me sometimes and he's just like, got this, like, look on his face and I can't tell what it is.
Oh.
He just kind of looks at me and is just like, And I'm like, great.
Curious.
Yeah, it's like he, like, turns around and isn't expecting to see me.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't know. And now I'm just worried that I look younger than I already thought I did.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but only because I've seen you, like, you've shown me pictures of when you had your earlier haircut that looks just like this.
If I remember, and I should start writing this down, because every time I go, I'll put something up on the Instagram, I never remember. But I will put a side-by-side picture of me, like the picture my husband shows everybody in his wallet, and it's like, this is my wife, that I go, that doesn't look like me at all. I
can't say that now.
I can't say that now. I will throw that picture up, and then a picture of me with my current haircut, and I will put them up. Help me remember. Okay. I will put them up, and y'all can decide.
Sounds good.
Sorry, in advance, Mom. I love my hair, and I'm probably breaking her heart with this.
Probably, but hair grows back.
It does.
And it'll be fine.
And it's weird, because I started growing my hair out at 19 when I found out we were going to be moving to Korea. And so I was like, okay, I should grow it out, like, it's going to be just fine. And my whole plan was, from the moment I started growing it out and, like, I got it into, like, a decent haircut right before I left, I was just going to let it grow until I went back to the U.S. And I was never going to get a haircut here. Oh. And then I couldn't do it, and then I, like, went and got bangs, and I've had, like, evolution of bangs. It's been great. Yeah. And then I got the Toadette, Estelle Harris situation, and it's all down here from here.
Correct.
It's all down here from... It's all down... It's all downhill from here.
There we go.
Great.
But yeah.
That was the first man who did me dirty this week.
I just want to make sure. The haircut's okay, right?
Oh, I love this haircut so much.
Okay, good.
I can't stop, like, smiling when I look in the mirror. It's so good.
Okay, good. Because, like you said, I don't have a lot of experience in this department.
I so your mom's a hairdresser, and I like that we texted her and we're like, how dare you be asleep during our time of crisis.
Right. By the way, she said she really loves it. Like,
Great.
It looks real good on you.
I'm so glad. And, like, according to, like, all the 50s style magazines, I love 50s style magazines, they say, like, if your face is longer, you're supposed to have hair, like, more on the sides than on the top, because it'll, like, round out your face more, and I'm like, okay, but now here I am with all my hair piled back on my head, and it just looks so bad. It's so much better. So much better than all the hair at the sides, like the Ajima cut had me.
That wasn't your style, I'll tell you that. And
my friend kept calling the hairdresser Ken, and just like, thanks, Ken. Thanks, you did me so dirty. Thanks, Ken. So Ken did me pretty dirty there. Mm-hmm. And then I went to the doctor.
And you got a bad haircut there too, huh?
What?
I don't know. I was just
saying
things.
I went and got my blood work done again because they're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. Again. Story of my life, honestly. Because, like, the last time I was in, it was doing, like, my yearly blood situation, because I'm on medication, so they do the thing yearly. Yeah. They were like, wow, that looks weird, and I was like, great. And so I went back in, and I gave more blood, and I was sitting there, and, like, the way they do it here is, like, they have you all lined up, like it's...
Yeah,
Willy Wonka, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp in the squirrel scene, where all the squirrels are sitting next to each other one by one on the stools.
Right. You've explained that to me, and I don't know what that looks like because I've never seen it. So I've been through this already before, and I know exactly what it takes to get your blood drawn here. They make it seem, you know, like when you're a kid and you get your blood drawn for the first time and your mom's there and you're squeezing her hand and you're crying. They don't do that. They literally just, like, it's like you're a number.
You're at the DMV, and you go up to their cubicle.
Yeah.
And you shove your arm through their plexiglass hole.
It is like the DMV, but it takes all of the emotion out of it. It's literally just, give me your arm. Mm-hmm. And then I gotta stick it in there. Okay, good. Ready? Stay. Mm-hmm. Stay. Okay, leave me now.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally, it's such a sterile process.
They even, at the doctor I go to, you have to go in and check in at, like, an automated kiosk like you do at the DMV. And then they fucking call your number on a TV like they do at the DMV. Yep. And then you walk in, you just sit down at whatever number they gave you. Anyway, so I shoved my arm through the plexiglass thing. And, oh, God, I'm bruised. Holy moly. I shoved my arm through the thing, and I'm like, and he starts, like, smacking my elbow. He puts the little, like... You know how in the U.S. they use the stretchy bands? Yeah. Here they use, like, they, like, clip... It's like a little nylon belt with a buckle. Yeah. And then they clip it on, and then they just ratchet it tighter. Mm-hmm. And so then he's, like, takes his 3 fingers from his hand and starts smacking my elbow pit. My elbow pit. Yeah.
There's gotta be a word for it. There's gotta be.
My elbow pit. Like, aggressively. Like, it's not just, like, the tender little taps. He's, like, aggressively slapping my elbow pit. And I'm like, I know. And, like, he starts laughing at me because he can't find a vein. And I'm like, dude, I know. I'm the worst to take blood from. Like, I've been told by numerous phlebotomists, like, I'm terrible to get blood from. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, you can look at my other arm. And he, like, kind of shrugs at me and goes, okay, maybe. You know, like, wordlessly, okay, maybe. Right. And then he, like, rotates my arm. So he's on the very, like, top of my arm.
Yeah, it's... Like,
where my elbow joint is, at the very top of my arm.
Yeah, it's like the where the hair grows on your forearm. Just run that up.
Yeah, up to my elbow. Yeah. And then he sticks his needle in there, of all places. Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's a vein there.
Yeah. And then proceeds to take 4 large vials of blood from my body. No warning. Just, like in the States, they'll tell you, okay, this is how much blood we're going to take. Right. This vial will fill up all the way. This vial will be only half. Mm-hmm. And they'll be, like, sometimes different sizes or what, depending on whatever they're doing. He took 4 large vials of blood from me.
Like, did they not talk to you about that before you went and took blood?
No.
No one informed you how much they were taking?
No, they told me to fast for 12 hours. Uh-huh. And I ended up fasting for more because I went to bed. My appointment for my blood draw was at 11:45. Yeah. I went to bed at, like, 10. So but I ate dinner at, like, 8. Or, no, earlier than that. Like, so like, I'd been fasting for, like, 16 hours at this point. Okay. And he took 4 large vials of blood. He took this really soaked alcohol, like, cotton ball thing. Yeah. Shoved it on there, taped it on there, went, go sit for 5 minutes. Yep. And so I went and I sat for 5 minutes, and then I got up and I walked my happy ass all the way back through the tunnels of the hospital, back to the other building, and went and sat and waited for my appointment. Yep. So he did me kind of dirty. And then the third one, I went in to see the first doctor, and I was like, hey, my husband wanted me to bring this up to you. Because, like, sometimes when it's not sometimes, it's pretty much. Every time I stand up from either laying down or sitting, I kind of get dizzy. And, like, my heart pounds, and it's not great. And he was like, oh, that's normal.
I'm here to tell you right now, that's not fucking normal.
So basically, my blood vessels or whatever don't constrict fast enough. And so instead of all the blood staying in my brain where it's supposed to be when I stand up, gravity takes it. And so he was like, yeah, just drink water and be careful. And that was his...
What does that mean? What does that mean, be careful?
Don't stand up too fast.
And what if I do, Doc?
Yeah, I was like, if this is still a problem, do I come back? He's like, no, just drink water and be careful. And I'm like, that's great advice.
I don't like the fact that I'm leaving you at the end of the year. That worries me.
It's gonna be fine. I get my blood results back. Like, I got, like, the first set of blood results back, and those are not great. Like, they're fine, but I got some elevated shit. So I get the second results back when I'm on vacation, actually. Oh. And then they get to tell me if I go to a blood doctor. Oh.
Lovely.
Uh-huh. You know, the vampire doctor people? The hematologist. That's what they're called. It'll be great. Great. It's gonna be awesome stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's gonna be fun. Oh, I guess I should say why the doctors all. So my body might be attacking itself. They're worried I might have an autoimmune disease.
You know, I'm not the most surprised by that thought at all.
Yeah, me either.
Like, there's just so much going on with you that it's gotta be something like that. There's no way you avoided an autoimmune disease, but you've got all of this other shit going on.
On this episode of House MD, once again, it is lupus. You know how on House it's always lupus unless it's not?
Yep.
And that's always the fucking joke with that show? Yeah. Welcome on this House of at MD. No. On this episode of House MD, lupus.
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm doing great, Christina.
It's only been 20 minutes.
It is so hot in here. I'm gonna drink some water now. Take it away.
Okay. Let's see. Steven finally came over and he finally met the cats.
Oh yeah, finally.
So that was nice.
I feel like that man's allergies are not as bad as he thinks that they are.
I've seen them in action and they are as bad as he says.
Oh. That's not
but
great.
He was always pretty reckless before. So he can't like go up to the cat and put his head in their stomach.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
And say hello. he can't do that.
But
and he can't pet them and then rub his face. So he was being overly cautious while he was here.
okay. I figured as much.
Yes.
But he met the cats and he
did.
Had a stellar time.
He really did.
Everybody seems to be taken with the small man.
He is a good small man. If Cinder didn't look so alarmed all the time, I think more people would gravitate towards her too.
She vaguely looks like she's seen a ghost all the time.
Not vaguely.
Like, just all the time. Her eyes are just always a little bit too wide.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I think she's losing weight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
She's real mad about it.
I guarantee that.
But, being 20 pounds is not healthy for her.
No.
Even though she is gigantic.
In various ways.
In cat.
She is Korean, which makes her big.
She's like extra tall and extra long. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But we love her for it.
100%.
Speaking of things we love.
Yeah.
Garfield loves a salty snack.
Oh my god, does he love a salty snack. When I came over to cut your hair, I came bearing gifts. I decided she's not in a good way right now. She is very disappointed in this haircut. I need to lift her spirits by getting her some snacks. And I got myself snacks too because... Snacks. And I got myself some potato chips. And I was eating them while you were having your own little snacky snack. And then your son came over, claws in my leg, demanded a chip 5 times.
He really... The day or two before, we were eating some Cheez-Its, and he was really, really interested. So we were like, okay, he's probably not going to actually like this, but we'll give him one.
Yeah.
So he walks away, and he takes it, and he gets down off the couch, and he eats the whole thing. And so we give him another one, and that one he splits with Cinder. Not on purpose. He munched it in half, and she got the other half. So he ended up eating 4 Cheez-Its, which was great. And then in my photo memories from a year ago, it's just a video of him with his face in a family-sized bag of Ruffles.
You've had him for a year now?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god.
Or not quite a year ago, but we're approaching.
Yeah.
I think it was June will be a year.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too far off.
But it was in my memories. Hey, you remember this time? Whatever.
Garfield
His head.
face palmed a bag of fried potatoes.
Yeah. It's really into it. And
Great.
It's great every time.
We also played Moving Out and
Overcooked.
we play Overcooked, yeah.
Yep.
And it's chaotic every single time, especially if your husband is involved.
Oh my god, he gets so mad.
And so into it, too. I am all for making a plan. Love a plan. But when your plan sounds stupid when you say it out loud, sometimes you gotta back it up a little bit.
I really hope this This is the episode that first Art hears. Shout out to you, miss. I hope you hear his plans. Or I hope you hear this and go, God, he's like that at work too, man.
Because, like, he does not have bad ideas. He just jumbles good ideas up with ideas sometimes. And he just smashes them together. And then, as he's saying it, I'm like, that's going to go poorly.
Or... Well,
and then when it plays out, my bad, when it plays out finally, and it doesn't go the way that he envisioned, he gets so flustered.
Yeah. Like, he'll have a good plan, and then we'll do it, and he'll be like, Steven, you're only washing the dishes. And then Steven only washes the dishes, and then he gets mad because Steven only washed the dishes.
Right.
He's and like, so then we go to
why didn't you help me get buns?
And Steven's over here like, you told me to wash the dishes! And I imagine for anybody who does not understand what these games are, moving out is basically you are playing the military mover.
Oh my God, correct.
And you are like throwing furniture and stuff from these houses into a truck.
Right, literally throwing too.
Yeah.
It's not being placed nicely.
No, you are catapulting shit into this truck.
Absolutely.
And then for Overcooked, there are these levels with obstacles where you're also trying to run a restaurant.
Yes.
And fulfill orders.
But it's the worst layouts you've ever seen in your life in a kitchen.
It's literally, like, they're trying to make it hard. Like, that's
right,
the point.
Right.
But you'll be in, like, 2 moving trucks that are barreling down the highway together, and sometimes they merge together, and sometimes they merge apart. And it's hard,
yeah.
man. Why are you...
It's made for children.
Why aren't you getting me my buns? It's so good.
Correct. So that's a thing that we do on occasion, and then, you know, we don't see your husband for a little bit because he needs to cool down. You and I
pick it up. Yeah. Oh my God, we were playing Moving Out, and we gave him the job of just solely slapping the ghost. And he took that to an extreme.
He really did. Every other second, you just hear over and over.
Because like, the ghosts will come attack you, right? And they can kill you and, like, make you respawn or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you just have to, like, hit them once and stun them.
Yeah.
But so basically we were just like, yeah, just stun him if we're near. But no, he cornered him and he's just, like, repeatedly hitting these guys.
They didn't stand a chance.
Nope, they really didn't. And so far we are bad at both of these games.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody's an expert at Moving Out.
I want to know how people are, like, one, getting the gold medals, or, like, 100%ing these things, or... like
the dedication.
Oh God, I know. I can't even imagine.
No. Mm-mm.
But it's good stuff.
Okay, so I see one more thing on our list, and you have to explain. I don't know what this is. Okay. I don't know what it means. So, you need to help.
I saw what may or may not have been a teaser trailer for a remake of The Talented Mr. Ripley. And The Talented Mr. Ripley is... oh God, it's Matt Damon.
Okay.
And the dude from The Holiday. Here, look up who's in this movie, would you?
The Holiday? Isn't that Bruce Banner? Mark Ruffalo?
No, it is not Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, what am I thinking then? Is it Jack Black?
He's in it.
Oh. In The Holiday or in The Talented Mr. Ripley?
No, he's... So The Talented Mr. Ripley is Jude Law. And
like, it's that guy, and then, who's the other one that you say the name of all the time, and I'm like, oh, the most basic man I've ever seen in my life. No, the other one. With the obnoxiously straight teeth.
John Am.
John Am. No.
The obnoxiously straight teeth.
Yeah, he's blonde, he looks like every other man in existence, and you're like, he's so dreamy. Glenn Powell. Jude Law and Glenn Powell are the same uninteresting looking person I've ever seen.
They look nothing alike.
No, but they have the same vibe.
Anyway.
What do you mean, anyway?
Well, you're running out of time, and I have to tell you about The Talented Mr. Ripley.
All right, fine, hit me.
So Mr. Ripley is a con artist sent from New York to Italy to convince Dickie Greenleaf to come home. Dickie Greenleaf's rich, powerful, and spoiled, and basically his dad hires Tom Ripley to send him home. But then, because Tom Ripley's a con man, he befriends Dickie Greenleaf, and it's this whole thing. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie that came out in apparently 2000. God, that's old.
You're old.
I know.
You're from 2000.
I know. It's from 1999. I lied to you.
Damn it. It was released in South Korea in 2000.
Oh, and it's got Gwyneth Paltrow, Miss Goop herself. Anyway, Matt Damon, Mr. Ripley, ends up...
Blanchett? That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different, good ones
This
on here.
movie
Anyway.
is so good. It fucked me up. Because he ends up killing Dickie Greenleaf and assuming his person. His identity.
Oh.
And it's just this long con movie. It's this long con game he's playing. And it is... Oh, my God. But I saw a teaser trailer where they might be remaking it darker. And this movie was already dark.
Uh-huh.
This movie fucked me up. I was not ready when they killed off Jude Law. I don't know what I was expecting to happen, but that was not it. And it just got worse.
Why did he go from having the name Tom to being like, Dickie, that's who I want to be? That's such a dumb power move.
It's because Dickie Greenleaf has fuck tons of money.
I mean, at that point, just say, I never really liked the name Dickie. Maybe I'll go by middle name.
That's fair. But they might be remaking it, and if they are, I'm so excited. Yeah, Ripley! Oh, there it is! Hell yeah!
Okay.
And they're doing film noir with it, so it's gonna be black and white. And I think Jake saw it, was like, that seems unnecessary, without even realizing that it was gonna be a remake. He's like, wow, that seems that seems very unnecessary.
Okay.
But it's based off the 1955 psychological thriller novel by Patricia Highsmith.
Wonderful.
I didn't know that. Anyway,
Patricia, your mind. We need to talk about it.
Yeah, that was great. This is some great stuff.
If you say so.
You should watch it.
The spoiler already happened for me. I don't need to watch it.
Okay,
I know what happens.
That's really fair. Speaking of spoilers and things that you'll never watch because of them, our watering hole episode is just going to take out 2 whole TV series for you, and I'm so excited.
Thank God. Because I didn't actually want to watch it, so you're helping.
Great.
Me specifically.
Do you have a question?
Oh God, no. If you could kill somebody and assume their identity,
Who would it be?
who would it be?
Would people question it, or would they just go, okay, yeah, that's you now? Or would people be questioning me? Would I have to pick somebody that I could, maybe pull off?
Yes.
I have to pick somebody I maybe could pull off?
Yeah, you can't exactly say, oh, yeah, this black man?
Damn it!
That's it.
Damn it! Okay,
No.
that takes off who I'd want to be then.
Okay. All right. And that's the question.
Great! We'll see you next week.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye!